Alright children, so now if you can see on the screen is mutation breeding and its advantages. Must understand whatever I am teaching you in the live classes and in the video clips, it is strictly adhered to the syllabus. I'm not including anything which is out of syllabus, right? So you can tally it with your syllabus in the book. I'm just moving point wise, and this is the next heading in your syllabus, that is mutation breeding and its advantages. I give it a worth of 2 to 3 marks. The question may straight away come like mutation breeding. What do you mean by mutation breeding? State any one significance or two significances, right? But not a worth of 5 marks for me. Okay, mutation breeding. Mutation, as we know, that this is something which can create variation. So our purpose is to create variation by altering the genetic composition of a plant or a seed, right? So if we are trying to, and under controlled conditions, when I say controlled conditions, that means I am meaning under human supervision. In that case, the seed which is in question is actually exposed to the mutagens. They may be chemicals, very strong oxidizing chemicals. You have already studied this in say a previous chapter, that mutagens could be strong oxidizers, could be strong chemicals, it could be radiations too, right? And it could be the heat shock too, because very high temperature can break the DNA sequences. So in that case, a heat shock, temperature shock could be one of the mutagen here. But ultimately your purpose is to alter the genetic composition of the seed, right? What is your purpose of doing this? We want to induce variation in the seed, and we are just trying hit and trial method so that our desired character appears in the offspring, right? So our purpose is to develop the plant with desired characters and resistances against disease or drought or water resistance or say temperature resistance. So these kind of characters we wish to induce, and for that we have to alter. Mutation is always an I mean, you never know which side it will go. It may be advantageous for the seed, it may be disadvantageous. So in that case, what are you going to do? You just are going to sort out the advantageous one which are actually fulfilling your desires. Okay, the advantages here for mutation are, the first thing is appearance of desired characters. I've already written there what could be the characters here. Another one is the development of resistance against pests, against diseases, against drought, against environmental stresses basically. Then this is a cheap and quick method, comparatively easy. Once you are trained in doing this, you will be able to, but this actually requires education. You should be educated to understand what could be the pros and cons of mutation and mutagens. So you should be very well versed with the use of execution of the process, right? Single gene mutants can be developed. Now since it is a target, suppose you are using radiation, that means in a DNA molecule you can actually target your radiation at one point, at one gene, and you can alter that single gene only, and not, you are not trying to alter all the genes, all the shuffle is not needed here. So only one target can also be done here. Single gene mutation can be done, and the outcome would be the single gene mutants just by altering the genetic sequence, the nucleotide sequence of one gene. And the last one is comparatively the success rate is higher, right children? Let us move further. Now if you see, this is something to be learned up. Indian hybrid varieties. You may be asked that name any two plants which are whose hybrid varieties are introduced in India, or maybe you are asked to specify the species which is particularly a hybrid species. So I have written for wheat, rice, maize, sugarcane and millets. For all these I have written the species here, and you have to learn it. Lot much learning material is there in plant breeding. Sometimes the students might get bored, let me tell you. Though it is interesting, but at certain places where the logic doesn't work, it is much of learning and mugged up material, so you might get distracted. But please focus on this, because if they are there in question, you will be regretting later on. So learn this very, very properly. The last two headings here are heterosis and hybrid inbreeding depression. First of all, heterosis, a very important topic, definition wise, MCQ, multiple choice question wise, it is important. also known as hybrid vigor, and it is a single line definition where after because you are doing plant breeding, right, and during plant breeding only you are observing this phenomena of heterosis. So during hybridization, if the offsprings are proved to be far more superior than the parents are of desired traits, and you are making a cross between two desired parents only, and they are of superior qualities. But if the offspring is much more superior than the parent, in that case this phenomena is known as heterosis or hybrid vigor. That means more potential, more vigor in the hybrid offsprings than the parents, right? And the last one here is inbreeding depression. So many times we have spoken about this particular topic. Again, I am telling you, a close relation is an operative word here. If you are making a cross between two individuals who are very closely related, and repeatedly you are making a cross between the close relations, so that the gene pool is actually shared among very few members, so in that case this will result in the inferior quality of the offspring, right? Because the defective genes, they will not be eliminated, they will be coming in the offsprings from either of the parental side. So we have to eliminate the defective genes. That's why we go for distant relations, not the close relations, right? But if the close relation mating is done repeatedly, in that case it results in inferior quality of the offspring, and this is known as inbreeding depression. If anyone asks you how to sort this out, start doing cross pollination, right? Close relations are supposed to be avoided. Start hybridizing with the distantly related or different breed mating, so that the defective genes are eliminated, right children? Here your topic goes over, and I conclude with this video. If you have any issues regarding any topic in this content, let me know. Thank you.